Hey everybody, it's Abby. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome if you're new. Today I have an exciting video. It's going to be my first ever and first of the season for Halloween makeup looks. So today I'm going to be doing something that's kind of simple. I already have my base and my eyebrows and eye primer on and everything. So I'm going to show you a simple look that you can use if you're just going to a party and want to do something more festive, or I don't know, maybe going as a witch or something that doesn't really require like much makeup, but you just want something a little appropriate for Halloween. So I'm going to show you how to do that, and let's get started. So let me just show you what I used for the base first in case you were curious. So I used the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Matte Face Primer and the ColourPop No Filter Foundation. I'm in the shade Fair 30. And then I used the ColourPop No Filter Concealer in the shade Fair 4. And the ColourPop, again, No Filter Setting Powder in the shade Translucent. And then I set my whole face with Physicians Formula Mineral Face Powder in Translucent also. This one I like because it adds a little more coverage than just translucent powder. Which it says it's translucent, but it's not really. So, what else? Oh, and then I used the Milani Make It Last setting spray. And, oh, I used for contour the Lunatic Cosmetics contour palette. This is the original one. They do have another second version. And I took some out and rearranged some, so I'm not sure where these were originally in the palette. But I used this shade right here, which is the lightest contourish shade, and I just did a traditional contour line, and then I used the white shade, which it's not like super pigmented white, so it works, but I put it underneath of that to make it a little bit of a sharper line. And then I also put some of that underneath of my eyes to just kind of lighten that up. And then for brows, I used my, where did it go? The Ultra Slim Brow Pencil in the shade Ash Taupe. And then the Milani Eyeshadow Primer, which I cannot find. Here it is. I'm sure you've seen it if you've seen my other videos. So this is the second time I filmed this look. That's why I did everything ahead of time, and I still have some black around my eyes. So originally I had tried to do this with the e.l.f. No Budge Retractable Liner. I just drew like a big wing, like blob type of thing around my eye, and I was going to put a pigment over it, but that didn't really work. This eyeliner is really stiff, and this is the only black eyeliner that I have, so I'm going to try this with like a dark eyeshadow and then put a glitter primer over top of that to brighten up the pigment. So we'll see if take 2 is any better than take 1. I just had to scrap the whole thing because I got it everywhere and then I couldn't remove it and it was a mess. So here we go. I'm so glad that I have a microphone, because my neighbors decided that this is the perfect time at the beginning of October to start building an in-ground pool. So it's very loud over there. And this is going to be kind of similar to the look I did in the video for the e.l.f. Opposites Attract palette, which I'm going to use today, obviously. But I'm going to it's going to be slightly different. So I'm going to take the shade Calm, which is that light gray, and put that on a blending brush, and put that a little bit lower than I normally would. So usually I'll put it like up here, but I'm going to just put it down here, because that's where the focus is going to be, around the lashes, instead of up into the crease. I'm going to take this slightly smaller brush. This is the e.l.f. crease brush. It's just smaller around than some of my other blending brushes, and I'm going to take the shade, I don't know if I want to do that one or that one. I just take the shade Genuine, which is the bottom one right there. Then on the brush. And then I'm going to put that kind of focusing toward the lower lash line. Oh, this is going to, I hope this doesn't fall out very much. And then just going to wing that out slightly and then blend it over. Wow, there's not much fallout at all. This is amazing. And then if you get this skipping type of thing, just wipe your brush off a little bit and go back over it and blend it. Usually goes away pretty well. If not, just take that first color and then blend over it and it should go away. I don't know why, it's usually only this eye that it happens to me. I'm focusing that color on the outer corner and blending it toward the middle. And this, you don't want it to be too perfect. I mean, well, you can get it perfect if if you're able to, but it doesn't have to be. Just kind of blend it as well as you can, and if it's looking kind of funny, just add a little bit more and keep going over it. I'm just still amazed that this shadow doesn't have that much fallout. Like I expected it to be all over me, but it's not. And I'm going to try my trick of going back over it with that blending shade to get rid of these lines right here. Taking that same shade and going under the lower lash line with the Real Techniques shading brush. Very carefully. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put on this e.l.f. glitter primer. This, I don't know why it doesn't say glitter primer, it just like rubbed off, I guess. I'm going to take a little bit of that on the back of my hand. Maybe shake it up first because it's kind of watery. I didn't expect it to be. I haven't used this very much. I'm going to take that on this little tiny pointed brush, the Real Techniques detailer brush. And I want to put that on my lid just a little bit, not quite all the way to the outside. And this is clear, so it's not going to interfere with the color that we have on. And then just be careful not to open your eyes up really wide or you'll get it on your upper lid, and you don't want that. Unless you do, in which case, go for it. Now I'm going to take this new Wet n Wild Color Icon Loose Pigment and the shade Unicorn Wishes. And if I can open it, I probably should have opened it before I did this. That might have been a good thing to do, but I didn't think about it. That's cool, it has a little plug thingy, I didn't notice that. So I'm going to tap a little bit into the lid. Something to note really quick, I didn't notice this when I bought it, but this one I don't think is vegan, so I'll probably use it like this one time and not use it anymore. But like I read the ingredients and it says may contain carmine, so sorry. But they have a few other ones too. So I'm going to take this on this flat e.l.f. brush. And then pat that over where I put the glitter glue. Then I'm blending that slightly over the line where I put the glue. It doesn't stick as well, of course, but it just kind of keeps it from being a harsh line. I really like this color. I just don't know why blue would need carmine, because carmine's red. Okay, now that that's on, I'm going to take this palette again and use the shade Low Key to highlight the inner corner. I'm going to use the same brush, just wipe it off really well so you don't get that pigment back on there. Here is the finished eye look. My mascara on, I use the Physicians Formula Killer Curves, and put my glasses on so I can see what I'm doing. And now I'm going to use this new Wet n Wild, the Liquid Catsuit lipstick in the shade Shady Witch. This is a black shimmer, and this one does say vegan, so I don't know why I didn't check that pigment, but oh well, you learn some. You win some, you lose some. That's what, yeah. Okay, let's see how this goes. It's been a while since I've used a dark lipstick. Okay, there is one layer. I'll let that dry and then apply a second one, because it does look just a little patchy, but it's not bad at all. Here is the finished look. So let me know what you think down below if you like this one. You don't really have to like save this for Halloween. You can wear it whenever. I know a lot of people that wear looks like this just whenever they want, which is great. I do sometimes, but not all the time. So if you do end up recreating this look or using it somehow, let me know. Tag me. I'm at azkaland, same way it's spelled here. And yeah, give this video a thumbs up if you thought it was helpful. Let me know if you want to see any other Halloween looks, and I will see you then. Bye.